Coach, take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Six, 180. Mike 57.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. I know he ain't got it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. We own.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go set. 59. Mike's 59. Hey, I'm coming after you, Uncle Lady. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check, 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 check. Motion. Young lady, you got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Red 80.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Man, 80. Yo, 80. Twist.
On first down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, check 59. You remember me? That's the red 80. Mike's 59. The red 80. Way back home, yo.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mayfield. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Quit talking about it and wing it. Hurry. Hold. Hey, alert. 57's a mic. Hey, you. In your face.
On 2nd and 12. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Big hit. Alert. 57. Mike, 57.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go, let's bring it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Shit. Deuce. Hey. Roy.
A toss play to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry, hurry! 50 seconds to Mike. Kings.
Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Point it right. Check.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
180! You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And 12 at the 44-yard line. Protect 20. You don't know no better.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield over to Landry on the bubble screen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set, 180. 57 to Mike. Bend it.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards, a first down.
Hey, Echo.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darnold on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
59 Mike.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming.
To the air again, Darnold.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
59 Mike.
And the blitz does come. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go. 57 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Hurry. 57 is Mike. Hey, alert 33. 57 to Mike.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, his throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Browns 37, Jets 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you, baby. I got you.
To throw is Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Darnold now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10.
59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A big run by Kareem Hunt, 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, Steve, Steve.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drip.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to throw, Darnold. That is incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Orbit. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Here's Darnold. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch your slack. Lady. Watch your slack. Watch that. Red 80. Mike, check. 59. 3 buds.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
On 1st down, Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Good. 20. Watch the out.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57. Mike, 57.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 37. Regular. Switch.
Topper! Alert! Hurry.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Browns 51, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year, and, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Browns, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.